Alright, let's talk about Standard 21, Substandard D. Describe the impact of the competition with the USSR as evidenced by the launch of Sputnik 1 and President Eisenhower's actions. So let's take a look at the focus here. It's on Sputnik 1 and Sputnik. We'll define it in just a second. Our elements are competition with the USSR, Soviet Union, in the space race, and then Sputnik 1. Theme: trade, industry, and technology, political and social interactions, and Cold War. Alright, we've been talking about this containment policy of the Cold War and all this going on. 1957 Sputnik is located here on our map with all this other stuff we've gone over in this unit as far as the Cold War goes. Sputnik 1 was a Russian satellite that is unmanned satellite. No man is in it, and it's the first satellite that orbits the Earth. And it was launched by the Soviet Union October 4th, 1957, to transmit messages and other information to the Earth. And this launching of Sputnik, and a lot of Americans were watching it on their telescopes. It was unbelievable to them. They could hear it on sonar, all kind of beeping noises on the news, and a blinking light or shining coming from this. And this shocked the United States because the Soviet Union had beat them in technological advancement into space. So it shocked the United States, and a lot of people were scared about this because they feared that the Soviet Union was going to use this new technology to communicate with the Earth wherever these missiles were, nuclear missiles, and that they would use that information to guide these nuclear missiles to hit the United States with them, to attack the United States with nuclear warheads. So there's a lot of fear behind this. And President Dwight D. Eisenhower in 1957 and 58 pushes Congress to sign into law the NASA, is the National Aeronautics Space Administration. And NASA and the launch of the Sputnik 1 signaled that we were behind in technology. It was a technology gap between the United States and Soviet Union. They were winning. So on July 29, 1958, NASA was created, and its goal was to pioneer the future of space exploration, scientific discovery, and aeronautics research, to catch up with the Soviets and then pass them, beat them in this space race. And Eisenhower also, with Congress, gets Congress to push through legislation, and Congress did, and it was signed by President Eisenhower here, to significantly expand federal spending and funding of education in the areas of math, science, and foreign languages. And as we see from this, since 1958 all the way up to 1960s, we see that the budget for NASA increased, and in 1960s, early 1960s, John F. Kennedy said we're going to put a man on the moon. We did. That was a New Frontier program of his, and then he was assassinated. And then after that, over the years, have kind of dwindled down with our funding to NASA. But I think at this point we've met our objective: describe the impact of competition with the USSR as evidenced by the launch of Sputnik 1 and President Eisenhower's actions. If you have questions, ask them in class. Good luck on the quiz, test, and EOCT.